Cycling and coffee go beautifully together, and I've heard about a place in London that does a £265 shot of espresso. So naturally, I have come to do the UK's most expensive cafe ride. It would be the world's, but there's a place in Dubai, and we can't afford Dubai. But it'd be rude not to film such an adventure. So I got on the blower to Insta360, and they loved the idea. And they said, can they come too? No, I'm afraid. We don't have the budget for 2 of these shots of espresso. But they did agree to send their new X5, I've got it right here, with the new Magic Stick. And they've set me a bunch of challenges, which is why we've started here in Battersea at the power station. Here's the first one. Ooh, that sounds like the first challenge. It is. London has many famous landmarks between you and your coffee. Take your camera sightseeing, getting photos of, yeah, they've given me a list. Battersea Power Station, well that's there. Tate Britain, Westminster Abbey, Downing Street, Big Ben. I'm pretty sure they're all in like a very small vicinity over there somewhere. Make sure you head towards Regents Park afterwards. We best get going. And we're off. And we've arrived. Right, let's take a photo. London in the autumn's quite nice. That building definitely blew up in James Bond, but I saw it. Yep. Tate Britain. Lovely. Right, photo time. That's Parliament, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Big Ben. Oh, there you go. Oh, well, there's down through. And now for the final bit of touristing. Buckingham Palace. All right, I'm bored of touristing now, so that's challenge 1 done. One of the best features of the X5 isn't even the camera itself, it's this stick. And yes, I know that's strange, but what if I told you that this is a magic stick? It can disappear, which is super helpful because the last thing that I want ruining my crispy 8K 360-degree video is the selfie stick. Technically, it's the camera doing the clever work of removing the stick, and the result is that you can get those super clean shots from all sorts of angles. But there's more that Insta360 have done to make this stick magic. They've made a folding version, so now it can actually go in my pocket, which is so helpful for going on bike rides. Can you imagine all the things that you could find down there? All the poos. There is a temptation to have a device for everything, but when I go for a ride, I don't want to take a separate camera just for taking photos. And I don't need to, because the X5 can be put into single lens mode, giving me some very nice photos indeed. Like this one, and that one. Now, the issue with taking a camera on a ride is that sometimes I might do a crash. That's not just bad for me, it's bad for the X5, or it would be if it didn't have replaceable lenses. They just pop off, and then you install a new one. So easy. But even better than that is that the first 30 of you that buy the camera using the code ROAD will get a free replacement lens kit. And that's just peace of mind. This thing can also be used at night or in dark spaces thanks to the dual sensors and pure video. That just means that you'll be able to take this out after dark and still get crispy footage. All right, well, we've made it to Regents Park. That will be the next challenge. Take the Regents Park KOM. So it makes sense why we're here. I've never ridden around here, but I think the times around here are quite spicy, and they're generally quite spicy from people doing it at like 4 in the morning in the summer. So I don't think we got much of a chance, but let's see if we can do it. Going to be no space for me holding on to the stick this time round. So I fitted the X5 under my stem so that I can safely capture all of the action. If I hit any rough sections of tarmac, the camera's flow state stabilization will come into play, making sure everything looks nice and smooth. There's one massive benefit to the camera, and that's this shoot first, frame later mode. Because this thing is capturing every angle, I just don't need to think about having it pointed in a certain direction. Did not get that. Oh. It's very secure, ish. Come on. See, there it is. There it is, £265. Japan Typica Natural. Well, it was grown on the subtropical island of Okinawa, where warm ocean air and steady rainfall creates a lush, balanced, growing environment. This coffee reflects the Japanese pursuit of perfection in every detail. The cup is smooth, bright, and most importantly for me, layered. If the coffee isn't layered, I have successfully now moved money from one account to another account to actually pay for my coffee. Never had to do that before. Would it be possible to have one of these?
Yeah,
would that be all right?
But I would ask you to sit inside because we're gonna do the whole process on the table.
Okay.
So it will be better if you have a seat inside.
Okay. Can I send Andrew in to film? Just I want to keep an eye on my bike. Is that all right?
We ran into a bit of a problem. It turns out we needed prior permission to film inside the cafe, so we couldn't actually get any footage of the coffee making process or us sampling what we hoped to be a delightful cup of joe. Thankfully, we weren't wasting our time though, because Insta360 had one final challenge for me. They wanted me to put together a little edit of my day that would be perfect for social media. So I got busy chopping together the footage and messing around with the really cool keyframes feature, which allows you to change this 360-degree camera angle however you like. I did this all in the Insta360 app, and it's a really powerful tool. And here's what I came up with. Don't forget to use the code ROAD to get a free replacement lens kit when you buy the X5. Let's be honest, if I can figure it out, so can you. But what we really need to do is talk about that coffee.
So that was the most interesting coffee I've ever had in my life. It kind of was like a weak Americano. It was very smooth. It was definitely fruity. It was like the cherry notes that I quite liked. It also wasn't like sensational, but I have got a nice little caffeine buzz off of it. So I'm not very good at tasting those. Andrew, cameraman Andrew.
I'm just going to go with smooth and fruity, and could probably drink quite a bit of it if it wasn't £1 million.
Equally impressed. I have to say though, I've had a lot of fun in London doing the UK's, what I think is the UK's most expensive cafe ride. If you know of a more expensive cafe, ideally that would let us film inside, then do let me know, and I will try and get Insta360 to agree to let me go and do these silly things again. We've had great fun with their camera as well, so thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video and letting us make it. We'll see you in the next one. If you want another video, then why not check out how to kind of take your social media edits to the next level, because we also did that with Insta360. It's very good.